Hello and welcome to this whiskey review channel. I'm Nathan, also known as the Whisky Speaker. Now today I have a fantastic delight, but before I get into that, thank you if you're new to checking out my channel for joining us today. It is greatly appreciated. Equally, if you keep on checking out my channel, thank you for doing so. Your support is what makes this whole venture worthwhile. So either way, if you're new or old, thank you for continuing to check out or review this channel. So if you like what you see, make sure maybe consider giving us the old thumbs up and maybe even going the extra mile for that subscribe button and ringing that bell for notifications. If you would do so, it truly is appreciated and helps grow the channel so that I know what you guys like and what you don't like, and maybe even go as far as considering dropping a comment in the box below of what you might be drinking at the moment so that I know maybe what you guys out there like trying. So let's dive in today. So I have the absolute splendid Edradour. I know I can say that because, as you can see, the safety seal has been already taken off, and I have actually had the delight and privilege of being able to visit that distillery myself in person, albeit when I had a little bit more hair, but it was a memorable experience. Edradour, for all intents and purposes, I would imagine is a distillery that wasn't actually ever designed to survive. And what I mean by that is that it was a farm distillery. Down in the Pitlochry area is a Highlands whiskey, and it was part of a series of farm distilleries, of which all are gone except this one. Somehow it miraculously managed to cling on to life, and being established in 1825 is doing pretty well for itself, becoming now the only farm distillery that I know of in Perthshire. It's currently actually owned by the independent bottlers Signatory, who I highly recommend if you're looking for independent cask strength expressions. They do a fantastic range. I don't think I've ever met a bottle with so much description on the label. The tin is absolutely rammed with information on there, but as you can see, this is the core expression of their 10-year-old. I will of course drop the link in the box below for you to go and check out, and then see what other nuggets of information and latest developments are going on in the company. All of this though is processed on site, going through a wash still of 4,200 litres and a spirit still of a very modest, humble 2,200 litres. With watching the spring water run through the site, I think, and forgive me if I'm getting it wrong, but it's Ben Verricket, if I've pronounced that right. I don't know if I have, but that's the spring water source. So let's see what we've got. The 10-year-old bottled at 40%, close to the line. However, the colour, a dark auburn, I'd describe that as dark auburn. It's absolutely wonderful. Natural colouring, no caramels put into that, and unsurprisingly has actually been matured in a sherry cask. I think, about to show you the scale of this distillery, I think they only produce about 14 casks of whiskey a week, 2 days of which are going into Balachin, which is like a heavily peated expression, and is the name inspired from another farm distillery just down the road, which amazingly the buildings, as far as I'm aware, from 2023 still actually stand, although have long since gone, and I think were used possibly as late as about 1930 before giving up the ghost and closing their doors on the bonded warehouse for the very last time. However, this company keeps the name alive in spirit of Balachin, but that's their more heavier peated expression. So let's waffle, but hopefully some facts that you found interesting, and let's dive in and see what we have in here, because I, for one, cannot wait. Like I say, I've been there before. If you ever get a chance, do go. It is probably one of the most picture postcard distilleries you could imagine. It really is a charm unto itself. Here we go. So, as I said, I think the colour, look at that, absolutely gorgeous, is a dark Auburn, I'm going to say. On the nose, really kind of bold, tropical, fruity flavours. Unsurprisingly, a lot of it dark with sherry sweetness alluring into a rich vanilla. Quite complex as well, I'm going to say. Trampled in grapes there as well, red grapes, unsurprisingly, I was going to say. Just the sweetest little hint of a bit of dried out raisin as well, just for good measure. On the palate, doesn't disappoint. It's really quite a relaxed. I was going to say there's definitely almond in there, comes straight off the bat. Barley's actually quite well represented in that as well, I would say. The actual barley taste. I'm just trying to think what else. There is a toasted note in there. It's almost like kind of slight toasted molasses in there as well, which is really quite interesting. I don't think I've tasted something like that before. So yeah, on the finish, sorry, there's a big long silence there. I'm delving deep into this one because it really is quite an exciting whiskey. It's got a massive finesse. I'm going to say fruitcake. It's like Christmas fruitcake all over. There's the rich dark fruits kind of profusely insist on hanging in there. It's got, I feel actually, even for a 40%, there's quite a strong alcohol kick there. It's still quite noticeable. It is extra spicy, which is nice as well. The wood notes come through. It's got a little bit of a waxy kind of texture to it, the viscosity. When you try that mouthfeel and it goes down, it's quite waxy and it's quite heavy. And I'd say there's almost still the cereal, the barley, which kind of really continues there. Very clean, very crisp. It doesn't linger too long on the palate and actually dries out quite nicely and quite sweetly. So yeah, guys, what can I say? Edradour 10-year-old. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a go. Support the last, to the best of my knowledge, unless you know otherwise, drop a comment in the box below. The last farm distillery in Scotland, which for 198 years is clean on and doing very well for itself. So yeah, but these guys will be using techniques that are definitely Victorian, which is a lovely thing to kind of preserve, whereas other distilleries, for all intents and purposes, as they grow and get more industrial, will lose certain characteristics, but not this one. I think the retail price from these, this 70cl bottle, is roughly around where £45 to £50. It's good value for money, I'd say, bearing in mind that it is small scale. And you can tell that, having spoken to the people as well, that there is a kind of a craftsmanship and a true unrelenting passion that actually goes into this whiskey. They do take a lot of pride. And also, if you are interested, Edradour do a fantastic array of finishes, which are well worth trying. And maybe, just maybe, I might have a few of them bottles lined up for you at some point in the near future. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your whiskey how you like it. Don't let anybody tell you how to enjoy it. If you want it on the rocks in a cocktail, if you want it straight, it's your choice, it's your drink. Whatever you're doing, have a safe day and enjoy. Bye for now.